Hello everyone and welcome to my final project for CS50's Introduction to Cybersecurity. My name is Saugat Timilsina. I am from Nepal and you can find me on GitHub with the username the Saugat Timilsina NP and on edX with the username GeneralSags, spelled GeneralSags. This presentation is being recorded on the September 19th of 2024. I selected the LastPass bridge as my topic for this project because it aligns closely with our course focus on encryption, internal security failures, and bridge prevention. Password managers like LastPass are crucial in cybersecurity, and in this bridge, it affected millions of users. Analyzing this case will help us understand real-world security failures and how to address them. So, what is LastPass? LastPass is a widely used password management service that helps users securely store and manage their passwords and other sensitive information. It offers several key features including secure password storage, autofill capabilities, password generation, and many more, which enhance both the security and convenience of managing digital credentials. So, overview of the LastPass data breach. In 2022, LastPass experienced a significant data breach in two phases. Initially in August, LastPass acknowledged a security incident where attackers compromised their development environment, and later in November, it was revealed that the attackers had exploited this access, which they had got in August, to steal the encrypted password vaults and unencrypted customer data, including email addresses and phone numbers. What made this breach so alarming is that the LastPass, a company whose core service is to protect users' sensitive data, fell into victims' attack, and users trust password managers to safeguard their most confidential information, which demonstrated that even big security companies like LastPass, we are security-focused companies, are vulnerable. So the types of compromised data. This breach compromised several types of data. Encrypted password vaults were stolen, but the encryption keys were not exposed. It is important to understand that while vaults were encrypted, attackers could still use unencrypted metadata like email addresses and phone numbers to launch phishing attacks or other social engineering attacks. By exploiting information obtained from these attacks or this unencrypted metadata, they could trick users into revealing other sensitive information too. So, how did the breach actually occur? In this attack, the attackers exploited several vulnerabilities. They gained access through a compromised developer account and manipulated privileged access to escalate their attack. And as developers often have high level of access to the critical systems, targeting developers is known to be well known in this security industry, and this tactic is often used by various attackers. Once attackers gained entry into this development environment, they can manipulate code or even deploy malwares that could affect a range of services or even all of those services. So, what are the security implications of this attack? Although LastPass vaults were protected by encryption, the exposure of metadata still posed some risks. The strength of the encryption depended on the master password, which the customer themselves put there in the system, and any weak or reused master passwords would significantly compromise the effectiveness of the encryption, making it easier for attackers to access sensitive data. And what are the recommendations I would suggest to this prevent, or what should the steps be taken? Which steps should be taken to prevent such attacks? To prevent similar incidents, organizations should enforce stricter internal access control and implement multi-factor authentication (MFA) for all privileged accounts. Additionally, it is also crucial to ensure that all data, not only passwords, all data should be encrypted with some sort of encryption technique to prevent partial information exposure. Recommendations continued. Continuing the recommendations, users should be educated about the importance of strong and unique master passwords, and multi-factor authentication or MFA should also be mandated for accessing password vaults, including various user accounts. Regular third-party or audits of the development environment and access control are also essential to proactively identify and address such vulnerabilities or similar vulnerabilities. Additionally, educating users on the importance of strong and unique master password is also crucial. Strong password and MFA mainly are most effectively ways to safeguard against such unauthorized access and attacks. Regular third-party audits, especially of development environment, will help identify vulnerabilities before they are exploited by attackers. And hence, in conclusion, the LastPass data breach or the LastPass breach serves as a reminder that even leading security companies like LastPass can face significant breaches if internal controls are lacking. This incident also highlights the importance of having multiple layers of security. While encryption is a great tool, it is not foolproof and it has various weak points. Like in this case, the user chose their own master password, which seemed to be the weak point. And so even metadata or internal access control is very much important and should be protected. Companies must even also continually evolve their security practices to stay aware of new technologies and new emerging threats. And for this project, I used sources from the official LastPass blog and LastPass support forums. These are the main sources I referred to for this project. And thank you for watching my presentation. And if you have any queries or question or would like to connect with me, you can reach me at LinkedIn with the username the Saugat Timilsina NP. And this has been my CS50's introduction to Cybersecurity's Final Project. And have a great day ahead. Thank you.